Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. We have a choice. We can either be optimistic or we could be pessimistic. What choice are you choosing? Are you choosing to look at the glass half filled or half empty? Are you looking at the way to provide doable solutions, not just for your energy, for your environment, for your journey, for your situation, but are you looking for doable solutions that will help interconnect and unite humanity from community to community, environment to environment, state to state, country to country? Or are you looking to divide? There's two places that we reside, and we have that choice to pick or to choose. And my question is, are you walking out of the darkest days that humanity has seen in quite a spell and choosing doable solutions that uplift, unite, and interconnect? Or are you looking to continue to suppress or to self-serve by walking almost quite literally on the backs of others, by how it is that you choose to embrace the life that you live? These choices, they can only really be answered when you dig down deep inside and find out what direction that your true self is looking to achieve movement within. So if you're an NPC, if you've given away your sovereignty, if you extinguished your inner light by providing too much interconnectivity with the demons, with the evils, with the suppression or the domination of those few in perceived control, regardless of what perceived control that could be, because this can start off as small as your family unit, how you feel, how you think, internally because of what you've been taught and how you've been manipulated, where you think that this is the only part of life and that, you need to follow with the debauchery in order to succeed. Or you realize that in the movement that you make not only builds the character that you have, or the motion that you make, but it also presents doable solutions that will uplift and unite. So the choice is yours. Will you be choosing the latter, or will you be choosing doable solutions and looking for positive, loving interconnectivity, and not the dark and the dense, but the light and the love and the ebb and the flow of energy, positive and pure? I can't wait to hear what your answer is. I know that I always look at the optimistic side of life. I always look for the best value that I can find in every pessimistic or less than high energy situation, to find out where the lesson is and what the value is, and then show that everywhere. Because instead of constantly seeing negativity or low dense energy, I choose to mix it up. I choose to kick it out, and I choose optimism, and I choose love and light. And when I move in my life, I migrate in doable, easily understood, and effortlessly achieved situations that uplift, that help bring more life to living. I don't know about you, but I never thought that living life in a negative form, where situations that seemed out of control was supposed to be my future. I never believed that, because I always saw that there was something better out there. I always knew. I just needed to migrate through different roads in order to gather as many individuals as I can, in order to share my forward motion and my determination and my ability to perceive in a higher light, to allow other people an opportunity to maybe switch their mindset away from what was once controlling to what is now freeing. When we look at the freedom that we actually have, and then we incorporate it into freedom for all, then we've stepped into the optimistic side of life. What choice will you make? What path do you feel that you're walking? Is it a path leading you to higher enlightenment? Or is it a path leading you toward no future with love or light or even positive energy? Because there's the choice, and when enough of us make the choice and then move in that direction, then we're taking away the foothold that pessimism may have held and replace it full-heartedly with optimism. Optimism, as far as I'm concerned, it's healing, and it's loving, and it offers so many more opportunities than being limited in any mindset or space. There's going to come a time, and it's coming very quickly. You need to choose. I can't wait to hear what side you pick. And if, for whatever reason, you pick to stand stagnant and not participate, that's really not going to work out better for you in the end, only because you just might find that when you open your eyes again, after, you've reincarnated, that the environment that you reincarnated into is worse than what it is today. And if you allow those energies to take hold of your light, of your frequency, of your motivation, then you will soon see that you just might be part of a machine. Ouch. We don't want that. We don't want that. I know you don't want that. I know that you don't want to have no essence. I know that you don't want to have no free thought, no critical thinking, no ability to perceive, no enlightenment through clarity. I know you don't want to live in a dark, desolate place. So step out into optimism and shine, shine, rise, and rise. My lovely collective, no matter where you find yourself, whatever side of the street, we always have the ability to continue to enhance, to make better, or to choose a different path. I hope that you choose the right path for you, and that you don't just stop at you, but you look toward your legacy, your lineage, And then you choose for them too, because when you choose for yourself, if you have kids, if you have a family, then you kind of just chose for them too. At least a part of their life anyway. So instead of hoping that it'll all go away and doing nothing, step over to my side. Step over to the optimistic side of life, where we create the life that we choose to live in, to leave behind, and to reincarnate into, should we choose to, because we don't have to. We don't have to walk toward the light, because that's the demigods doing a false perception, if you will. Go to the void, because that's where you'll get home. The void leads you home. The light leads you into scheduled destruction, scheduled by the Anunnaki, by the tribe of evil, or those light essences that took on the dark side of life. Don't find yourself there. Don't go down with their ship. Step onto a very firm foundation that has excellent sound structure. You can find it inside of you. You just have to dust away all that pessimistic crap and let your optimism uplift the light that lives within you, so that you too could live the way that we were all meant, through thriving, through working with the earth, the energy, the resources. Not just for one, but for everyone. My lovely collective, no matter where you may find yourself, I am always offering you an optimistic road, a pivoted mindset, the ability to look deeper, to find your true self, what your real path was always meant to be. You just might be surprised. Are you a leader? Or are you a follower? Are you a trailblazer? Or did you give up your divinity? And are you following the pack of low dense energy? I hope not. But I'm always here to guide you out, to give you tools that you can use, and then offer you positive energy so that you can remember what you came here to do. My lovely collective, I am sending you waves of optimism, love, and light, and the ability to move, to migrate into the life, into the being that you always possessed. Your sovereignty. I love you.